Good morning.
From Port Angeles, Washington.
Yeah, it's 42 degrees out, not raining.
Not windy. It's nice.
Yeah, it's
pleasant.
It's very pleasant. So
I see blue over the mountains a little bit. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, here in Port Angeles we live in the rain shadow because all the water gets squeezed out of them when all the clouds come over the mountains there. But anyway, we're Brent and Amy Powell. We're with Keller Williams Olympic Realty here in Port Angeles, and we sell and represent sellers and buyers in both Port Angeles and Sequim and Joyce and sometimes a little farther out. And you want to tell our faithful viewers what we do? Actually, if you're a new viewer, if you watch us all the time, you know what's going to go on here. But Amy will clue you in for all of you new folks to our channel.
So we go through and show you the homes that have closed this previous week, basically from Sunday on. And we start from the least expensive to the most expensive. We start with Port Angeles and then Sequim, and we also do a little blurb about manufactured. One thing to note, if you're an agent, if you are a seller and just sold and you wanted to see us talk about it, if your listing agent doesn't update the MLS on, let's say it closed last Friday, if they don't update it until 2 weeks from now, it won't show up at all because we only do ones that closed between Saturday and today.
Yeah, and there's a fair amount of agents that just sort of forget about it. You know, they got paid and forget to update it. Also, another detail, you're going to tell them about county photos?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you got it.
So Logan, our producer, cannot use the MLS pictures because there's a copyright issue. So he goes on the county and uses those. So I do know of a couple places that were, how shall we say, dumps, and now are all fixed up, and that's why there's a incongruity between that house sold for that much. It was updated.
Yeah, looked pretty good.
Would you like to add any more to that, Brent?
No, there's a fair amount of dumps out there, but luckily there's I think the term is gentrification. So that's a lot of the neighborhoods that used to be real dumpy are beginning to look better. So at the end of we have like 11 stick-built homes and 3 manufactured. When we're done with those, we're going to talk about vacation rentals. A lot of people would like to get into having vacation rentals.
The big bucks.
Yeah, make their easy money.
We've got lots of them here.
And we've got 2, so we're going to go over some of the details on that. So shall we get started?
Okay.
You want to start out?
Okay.
Do the manufactured?
Oh, manufactured, right. So this one was on Jocelyn Road, number 7. So it's a manufactured park. Leased land is what that means. Originally priced at $69,000, it sold for $62,000. 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 16 days on the market, built in 1973, 960 square feet with a neighborhood view in Sequim. The next one is on Green Meadows Drive, also in Sequim. Originally listed for $309,000, it sold for $294,000. This one's a 3-bedroom, 2 bath, 38 days on the market, built in 94, a little newer, 1512 square feet with a territorial view. And then the final one, and I believe the Green Meadows has its own you own the own property. On the last one on Glendale Drive was originally listed for $445,000 and sold for $425,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 19 days on the market, built in 2018. It's on 1 acre, so it had a mountain view. Anyway, so that one you own the land. So be it.
Yeah,
and
so
that wraps it up for manufactured.
Yeah, on manufactured, when you're looking at them on Zillow, you can kind of tell on the price. If the prices are $150,000, you're probably looking at
and the acreage, they won't list any.
Yeah, they won't list acreage. You're probably looking at a home that's on leased land. That'll be like a park, and usually whenever it's on a park, then there's a monthly fee. It used to be sort of reasonable. Now it's
crazy.
It goes from like $400 to $800 a month. That covers the maintenance of the park, the sewer, water, etc. So, okay, well, here's Port Angeles. We've had actually 5 closings last week, still slowing down a bit. The first one is on East 6th Street in Port Angeles. Originally listed for $385,000, sold for $10,000 less at $375,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1 day on the market. So
hot property.
Went under contract right away and built in 1966. Nice size, 1,445 square feet on a standard acre, 1.6 acre, standard lot. It does have a mountain view and looks like a nice place.
House number 2 is on Cedar Glen Lane. That is over by the old Olympic Highway. Originally listed for $420,000, it sold for $398,000. Sorry, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 18 days on the market. Built in 1979 with 1,738 square feet, 30.36 of an acre with a mountain view. So that came out to $22,000 less.
Okay, our next home in Port Angeles is on Hawthorne Place, East Hawthorne Place. Listed originally for $495,000, sold for $20,000 more at $515,000.
Wow.
5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2 days on the market. Built in 1976, a little bit larger at 2,388 square feet, and on a little more than 1/3 of an acre with a neighborhood view.
Great. House number 4 in Port Angeles was on Nigrin Place. It was originally listed for $419,999 and sold for $19,999 less at $400,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 5 days on the market, built in 1978. With 1,530 square feet on 0.21 of an acre and a territorial view.
Our last home in Port Angeles on this fine Saturday morning is on West 4th Street.
Can you hear the bells of the county? Oh, they just stopped.
Yeah, we have a county building that's just a ring of a bell away.
Yeah, sorry.
So this one was listed at $545,000, sold for $517,900, $27,100 less. 2 bedrooms, 3 full baths. Wow. Yeah, and 24 days on the market. Built in 1932 with 1,126 square feet, just a little under half an acre, with a saltwater view.
Okay,
Sequim.
Starting Sequim. This one is on Cobblestone Lane, which is kind of directly across the freeway from Costco. Originally listed for $499,000, it sold for $469,000. And for math whizzes, this isn't a problem, but it's $30,000 less. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 96 days on the market. Built in 06 with 1,582 square feet on 0.19 of an acre and a neighborhood view.
Okay.
Moving right along.
Moving into number 2 home in Sequim is on Clary Lane. Originally priced for $649,900. Disappointed seller here because it sold at $119,900 less. 3 bedrooms. Bummer. Yeah. But you know the market sets the price. You can ask anything you want, but you got to get somebody to pay you for that. So 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, days on the market, 141, built in 1979, 1,750 square feet on 1.1 acre with a mountain view.
Okay. And on that, the buyers, because they're constantly looking, they really know value. So if they say it was worth $530 on that last one, that's what it was worth.
Yeah.
For sure. So, house number 3 in Sequim was on Grandview Drive. Listed for $585, it sold for $10,000 over. $595. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1 day on the market. Built in 92 with 1,456 square feet on 1.69 acres and a mountain view. Take it, Brent, with number 4.
Cool. Number 4. So this is Valley Farm Court. Originally priced at $584,900, sold for $596,000. That's $11,100 more. So happy sellers there once again. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1 day on the market. Built in 1,727 square feet with a little more than a half an acre, and they do have a mountain view.
Great. House number 5 is on Blue Glacier Loop. This is over towards that's not Disco Bay. What's that called?
Big Bay?
No. Okay, it's on the east side of Sequim.
Slow Dance Bay? Sequim Bay Avenue, maybe, yeah.
No.
Okay, we don't know.
Originally listed for $714,950, and the sellers walked away with an extra $50.
Wow.
$715. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1 day on the market. Built in 2020 with 2,026 square feet on 0.21 of an acre with a territorial view.
Yeah. Must be a nice house, because just looking at that picture, you're thinking, sold for how much?
$50 more.
Yeah. And 1 day, so people went for it.
That's how competitive. That's how their strategy is to go in $50 more.
Yeah, cinch it up, cinch the deal.
Yep.
Okay, the last one in Sequim is on Riley Road. This was priced originally at $859,950, sold for $850,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1 half bath. 95 days on the market. So, dang, that's like 3. Well,
yeah, 3
by
plus.
my calculations, 3 months. Am I right on that?
Close.
Yeah. But 2006 built with 2,430 square feet, and on 1.06 of an acre, has territorial view.
Cool. That wraps it up.
That's it.
So,
Vacation rentals.
The county has put out. So you want to own a vacation rental?
We're going to give you the skinny on it.
Yeah. There's 2 different animals here. There's the county rules and the city rules. You want to take the county?
Okay. Yeah, the county rules. There's a variety of opinions on the county. Some people like the county. By that I mean the organization, the county commissioners, and the different departments that they try to run the county, run the people, tell you what you can do, what you can't do, and a lot of people don't care for that. But this is, they put out this handy little brochure, and they tell you, and pretty much you can have a vacation rental about anywhere, but they do have some requirements. It has to be in a legally permitted structure. And you can have a wilderness camp, glamping, but you can't call it a vacation rental. And I'm not sure, a little ambiguous on that. So if you are looking for a vacation rental outside of the city limits, then you can just call the county and they'll send you one of these handy little brochures.
And the other thing is it has to be a legal structure. So no buying an army of park models and or RVs and calling them vacation rentals.
Yeah, it's still a prejudice toward park models because, hey, it's a trailer house and you can't live there, but, people do anyway. So there's kind of 2 approaches. One is to follow every rule the county gives, and the other one is just to do it and see what happens. So
they're a little low on enforcement.
Yeah, a little low. I mean, it's a big county, so Amy's going to run over the airport's out there, so.
If you hear it.
Yeah. So Port Angeles is a little bit different, and we know a fair amount about that because we live in Port Angeles. We have 2 vacation rentals. and we'll tell you about ours. She's going to run over what it's like in the city of Port Angeles to have one.
As it happens, the city is full. We have tons of vacation rentals everywhere. But the city council is starting to get organized, and the original law is that vacation rentals can only be in high density, medium density, or commercial zoned areas. We are in a high density because we're close to town. But as you get out into single family areas and zoning, they may put pressure on you. They expect you to have everything inspected and kosher and anyway. They have lists of every house and every vacation rental, so they're watching. The thing is, the vacationer pays 10.3 at least in transient rental tax.
Percentage.
So, yeah. And that gets sent to the city, and they like that. So will they do anything? Don't know. Do they have enforcement for it? I've never seen it happen. So it's sort of a crapshoot. You want to add anything there?
Yeah, in the past, it seems like several of the city council members have owned vacation rentals that were outside of the
legal area.
Yeah, the legal area, so nobody ever wanted to enforce it. So
he died.
You know, when we've been doing this probably longer than about anybody in town. We've been doing it about, 11 years now, I think?
12.
12 years. And so when we first started, VRBO wasn't that old. Airbnb was even newer. And we just kind of did it.
It was a apartment rental, but not a day-to-day.
Yeah. So. And so there were 39 at that time. And so there were 38 others in this area.
And that's it.
And most of them have stopped doing it because it is kind of a hassle.
Or they sold the house and people wanted
moved
to
on. They died. And
anyway.
But now I think, how many are there now? There are like
hundreds.
Several hundred, 250, 280. And so the season is very sporadic. We live in pretty much of a tourist town, so 6 months of the year, not much going on. And the other 6 months of the year, it can be busy. The peak month is July, and almost every available room in July in Port Angeles is full.
And August.
And packed. Yeah. July. August a little less, but still very busy. And then June a little less, but not quite as busy because the weather here doesn't actually fully break into summer until sometimes mid-July. So you think, oh, when is it going to come? And then we have about 43 days of really nice weather, and then it craps out again.
And if you're interested in running a vacation rental, just know it's hard to get people to clean for you. We've had somebody briefly this year, and now she doesn't want to do it again. So I'll be back doing laundry and cleaning and everything. So just be aware of that.
What about how much money can you make?
Maybe $40,000-$50,000 a year.
So we're very successful, and we will bring in about $60,000 a year. And when you figure, we have two, one on our premises.
Yeah.
There's a bee. But you really have to factor in the time that you spend.
Squirrel.
What?
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Yeah. Well, the time you spend, the expenses of cleaning.
Yeah.
And generally the figure is 50%. If you're making $60,000, then you're earning the other $30,000 or paying that out in wages.
Yeah.
And that
so
means
definitely
you're making $30,000.
some benefits and some drawbacks.
Yeah.
So weigh it carefully. It ties you down in the summer. We can't go anywhere.
I think we lost all of our viewers by now. Hello.
Anybody still out there?
Yeah. So we're going to wrap it up. We'll be back in another week. And once again, our goal is to be out here
every Saturday.
Every Saturday. So.
And the sun's coming out.
Yeah. And that's usually we hear a chorus of hallelujah when this happens, this time of year.
But
we're looking at a tent, or not a covering.
No,
so
you don't have to go into all that, Brent.
yeah, okay. But so some Saturday we might be in a tent here. So anyway, have a great week, and we'll check back in with you and another week from now. Bye bye.